Hello and welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to be mentioning some useful tips that you will find handy today for your brows and your full face makeup. Kindly stay tuned, like and subscribe to my channel please, and I hope to deliver. Thank you. So first, I'm going to be cleaning my face. I've got the Pixi Glow Tonic. So Pixi has got all the range. We've got the Pixi Collagen Tonic, and I believe one more type. And they've also got gel cleansers. They've got gel products before makeup and all of that. So this is the only one I've got from them, and I've had this one ages. I normally don't use it. I've only just brought it out of the garage. So I'm just cleaning my face right now, and that's just the best thing to do. Even though you've just had a wash or a bath, is always best practice to clean your face and moisturize your face, just to keep your face well fed and well well hydrated, even while you put your while you have your makeup on. So next I've got my Clarins moisturizer. So that's what I'm going to be using next. So I got the sample size when I went to Debenhams some times ago, I believe, or Boots, and it's just a small sample size, and it's also very good. So because this video is a tutorial video, it's taking over 30 minutes, and I thought I could do it in just 20 minutes, but I needed to show the products I was using at every point in time, and I needed to wait for products to get dry and all of that. So right, so next I've got my MAC Fix Plus spray. This is very good. It's holy grail. It's the best thing that has happened to my makeup routine, and I use it before, during and after. Oftentimes when I remember, I try to remember as much as possible. So what this product does is it removes it tends to eliminate that powdery finish that your powder would give to you, and it makes your face look very it's very good. It won't give you any kind of oily finish. Instead, you will still see that glow, just radiate through your skin, and it's so lovely. I would advise if you can get one. So next I've got the Max Factor X Kohl pencil in color 30, and I've had this one for a while as well. I can't even find the lid. So it's very good because a very little goes very far, and I normally don't use it because it's quite intense. I normally don't use it for the middle of my brow because I've got a very thick brow anyway, so I only use it for the end of my brow and just the perimeter only. So what I normally use for the middle is what I've got now. That's the Mabrook pencil. So a friend of mine got this for me from Lagos, Nigeria. So I don't know if you can get it in any store around. I'm not sure. I think it's a Nigerian product. I'm not sure. I stand to be corrected, but it's very good. It's very light. So if you want something just light and natural, this is what makeup artists normally use. It's very lovely. That would do me for brows because I've got thick brows. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sculpting my brows out. So you can use a concealer, but here I've got my MAC NC50, and I'm normally an NC45, but because I've gone darker over time, so I'm now NC50. So what I advise is to use your own shade of concealer or foundation at the top perimeter of your brow, only because it makes it look very natural. It makes it look like it is actually your own brow, and there is no disparity in color by the time you now put your foundation in. So I was trying to use the camera as my mirror, because my standing mirror in that room is at the other side, but it wasn't working. So what I've done is I've picked up a mirror to use. So and that's what I'm doing now. So I'm just trying to sculpt my perimeter to make sure it's well sculpted out. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. And I'd like to say also that even if you appreciate using a lighter shade, make it just one shade lighter and not 2 shades lighter for the top. Nobody does that anymore. Gone are the days we used to do that. I've actually done that before, but not anymore. Sorry about that. That's my little one. I knew it was just going to come in somewhere in the video. I didn't know when. Right, so next I was just looking for my concealer right there. So it's my LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn, Fawn. It's very popular and it goes out of stock very quickly. So what I advise is for you to use that shade. I've got 2 shades lighter. The best thing to do is to use it for your brow, the brow bone just right there. So it's best for that area, because for every brow you try to carve out, your arc, the arc of the brow is normally at that junction, the brow bone. Everyone has got a brow bone, I believe, so we just have more permanency than ourselves. So it's just so you can highlight that section and your arc is all popping. So that's what I've done, and I normally don't use that shade for anywhere else apart from that place in my for my eyes. And that's pretty much it. I really appreciate your tuning in, your watching, and I believe you're learning one or 2 things. And what I'm doing is just what I'm used to doing. I just pack product on my face. At the end of the day, I'm going to rub them away with my foundation brush. So I'm pretty much used to it. I don't see it as any problem or any big deal. So what I've done is I'm just trying to pick some of the MAC foundation, and I've just tried to finish off the lower section of my brow. So you can see that I didn't use the lighter section for that section, and like you may be guessing, it's only because it's now very close to my face, that section, and I don't want anything that would be too light and would make the disparity between what I've used there and what I'm using for my face too obvious. So, and that's pretty much it. And something I like to do, like you can probably notice already, is I like to draw a line with my foundation or my concealer from one brow to the other one, so that way I know if I'm in line, if they're both in line, because sometimes I've had issues where one brow is raised higher than the other one. So and that's another foundation brush. I believe I got that one from AliExpress. Sometimes I can't remember. So I'm just using it to further blend what I've done. And next I believe I've got the Real Technique brush. So I got this brush last year for $19.99 at Superdrug, and it says just to blend everything that I've got around my lid, to blend them all out. So at this point I normally pack up every product I've got on my face and just use it to finish off. If it's not enough, I normally then take more from the bottle, but normally it's just enough, you know, to do what I want. And what I normally advise is don't just plaster your what's it called now, eyeshadow. Don't just plaster it on your face. Try to cultivate the habit of laying a platform, and the best way to lay a platform is by making sure your leftover from your concealer or from your foundation, whatever you've chosen to use, is brushed around or is brushed on your eyelid, just like I'm doing. So that way you've got a platform, is well melted together, is well blended together. So what I've got there, what I've just shown you, is the Barry M lid lock. It's very good just to make your eyeshadow pop and to make them sit properly, but for whatever reason it didn't come out. So I think I've left it open at some point and it's gone dry, so it's refused to come out, and at some point I've had to give up. So something else you can use as well is to spray your MAC Fix Plus on your brush, your eyeshadow brush, you know, the brittle one. Yes, and to use it to apply your foundation. It makes it pop as well. I haven't done that in this video, mind. So then I've just shown you the Morphe, or some people call it Morphe 35A or B, I don't know which one it is, palette. So I've had this one for ages, over 3 or 4 years ago, and it's still standing because I've still got colors that I like in this range. And also I've just shown you the color that I use, and as much as possible try to use a color that is as close to your skin color as possible. So what you want to imitate is your skin tone around there. That's what will serve as a base, following you know, the platform that you've laid earlier, if you remember. So sorry about that. I believe that was my son doing something and I needed to bring him to caution. So and that's just me applying. And like I say, it is very, very important that you blend your product in proper. It is, I can't overemphasize it. It is very, very important. So I've intentionally broken this video into the brow section, brow and eyeshadow section, and then I will follow it up with the other section, which is the full face makeup. So only because I didn't want it to be too long and boring for you, even though you're probably learning one thing or the other, I don't want you to get bored watching a 30-minute video. So and plus I've got all the noise in the background, and I'm really sorry, and I appreciate your understanding. So so that's just me. I've just picked up an orangey shade, which I like to use because I believe it forms like a transition color with whatever color that I choose to use following it. So I'm kind of used to these two colors I picked from the Morphe palette, and I'm just blending it in. That's all I'm doing now. As you can see, the mouth of the brush I'm using is a bit loose. So you want a brush like that. You don't want a brush that is too hard or compact together. They won't be brushing your powders together, and you don't want that. So I've just shown you the Revelation Sphinx palette, and I'm using the pinky reddish shade from there, and I'm just using it at the outer angle of my eye only, and that's because I just want to form something that looks smoky but not smoky. So as you can see, it's darkening that area up, not dark like black. Is beginning to give it that more warm look that I want, and that's what I'm pretty much doing. I'm just going to show you the color again. That's the color again, and I will make a list of everything that I've used in the description box for you, and I'm just doing it for this other section. And I believe the inner section of your lid is for cooler colors, and the outer section you can then just use for more vibrant colors, or colors that are louder, if you get what I mean. So it is not, you'll find some people do it just in the name of fashion, but I personally wouldn't use a very loud color for the inner contours of my eyes. I prefer to bring it to the outer section. So I believe that's the ideal thing to do. It pops better that way, and you look more ladylike, I believe, that way. So what I've just shown you is the Collection Glam and Crystal what's it called, glitter glue. So I got this from Superdrug as well a while ago, and I'm just applying it to just the small section of my lid that I will be applying my gold glitter dust on. So I just plan to have like a gold and a reddish, not red, orangey kind of look on my eyes today. So, and that's what I'm applying. And what this glitter holder does for you is it prevents the glitter from dusting on all of your face, and that way you have less job to do. So that's what I'm pretty much applying right there. And so as you can see, I'm just dusting it on now, trying to be careful. And as you've probably noticed, I've changed my brush. So this is a more dense brush, a compact one that would pack the glitter dust for me and put it where I want it to be without aggressively dusting it everywhere. So imagine if I had used the first brush I was using earlier for this kind of thing, it will dust it all over my face because it's not meant for something like this. So you want a densely packed brush for this kind of thing. And I'm trying to reach my inner contours, that's the inner section of my eyes, as much as possible, which I think I've been able to achieve. So next I'm going to be getting my Rimmel, I believe it's a Rimmel eyeliner. It's a dark shade, and I'm just going to be lining my lid up. So at this point, my son had succeeded in just spilling everything all over, but I didn't want to stop the video, so I've had to continue and look for things as I moved on. So that's what I'm putting on now. And as much as possible, some people say that they get watery eyes, they get teary when they try to put anything around their lashes or around inside of their eyes. But what I say is no pain, no gain. So beauty comes with pain. So you will definitely feel the pain sometimes, but when you get used to it over time, you just grow thick skin. Now I'm used to it, to be honest. I do my lashes without even thinking. It's so reflex for me now doing it. It's just what it is. You just get used to it over time. So that's what I'm putting. So far, the product you're using is a genuine product, and it's well in date. It's not like you've had it ages, especially stuff like eyeliner. Then you're sure that even if it goes into your eyes, you're not going to go blind or anything like that. So that's why you should get products from trusted brands and in shops that you can guarantee. So I've just done my liner, and I've got my Estee Lauder eye volume eye mascara right there. I don't plan to wear eyelashes in this video, only because I didn't plan to cut this video into an eyebrow eyeshadow video. At first I plan to do the full face.
Oh baby, I see me in your eyes. Oh baby, I see love in your smile.